Well, here they are. The settings of all the pedals are the same. They are all like 9 o'clock, you see. So the EQ is on 9 o'clock. That means the sound is a bit higher. It's not too muddy, not too low. It's more the higher setting. I think this is a good selection because the reverse modes in general sound very clear that way. Decay as well, it's not the longest decay, but it's still a very long decay so that you can hear the effect. And the levels are also on 9 o'clock that you guys can hear if the sound is still a bit dry in the signal. We're talking about the reverse modes here, yeah? So I just will show you how the reverses sound on this pedal. Let's start with the Digiverb here. My clean sound at first. Hardwire RV7. Now the reverse mode of the Polara. As you can hear, there are still differences in the reverse modes. The Polara and the Hardwire are quite the same. I will show you the differences directly. So actually there are no real differences in my ears. What is cool at the Polara, you have a tail switch here. You could hear there was still the reverb tail. And now here it's directly off. This is nothing very unique at the Polara. The unique thing is that it's on the outside, but you have here, if you take the Hardwire and take your patch cable, for example, you can open up the side if you're pushing it in, and then you can get rid of the cover here, and then you see here is also a tail switch. Yeah, you can also turn it on or off, whatever you like. And it's also here at the Supernatural, there's also a tail switch. You can turn it on or off, whatever you want. But it's not at the DigiTech Digiverb here, because I guess it's the oldest version of those kind of reverbs. There's nothing like that. Also interesting are the gated effects here. The Polara reverb, by the way, has no gated effect. It has a halo effect instead. I will show you what that means. First, the gated mode, DigiTech Digiverb. I think it's very useful. Yeah, to me they're sounding a bit like the reverse mode, but here you can hear your strumming. But you have still a very beautiful and dusty reverb sound. Now you have here a room, a plate, a hall, a church sound. The other pedals don't have a church sound, so I want to show you the church mode here of the DigiTech. I think it's also very cool for shoegaze. So yeah, this is the Digiverb. So I think these three options are the most useful for shoegaze. So we come to the Hardwire. The Hardwire has a modulated reverb here. In 100% it sounds that way. I wanted to show you this effect because the Polara has also the modulated effect and it sounds that way. Here you can hear the effect very clear in my ears, and 100% sound that way. I think it's better defined in this pedal, and if you want to have a longer decay, maybe it's also cool for lead stuff. And the Supernatural has also a modulated, but it's called plate modulation. Same settings. As you can hear, the delay is much longer and the reverb effect is much more hearable. So, but the sound aesthetic is quite the same. So if I would turn the mix knob here a bit down to 50%, they are sounding still very similar to each other, I think. Yeah, so if you like shimmering reverbs, and I bet you like it, then Supernatural is it. The Polara has a halo effect. Maybe you can hear the pitch octave sound, 1 octave up. This reminds me a lot of the shine mode here. You see? So I think there's a bit of a Supernatural in the Polara, and there's also a bit of the RV7 in the Polara. So the Polara, for me, it's not exactly the sound of the Supernatural if it comes to the halo or the modulated, and it's also not exactly the sound of the RV7, but in the reverse mode, then I think it's exactly the same. So if you want a combination out of these pedals, the Polara would fit perfectly to you. And if you like to switch between reverse in 100% wet and in the gated mode, where you can make your sound a bit clearer and you can hear a strumming in very high quality, then it's the Hardwire. And if you want a warmer sound, then it's the Digiverb. If you want to hear your strumming, because otherwise it's much too quiet here in this in the level, in the 100% position. It's very warm. It's still cool, and it has an awesome church mode. So, yeah, this was the reason why the Supernatural was also in this selection, because here is also some ambient stuff in it, and I think the makers of DigiTech and Hardwire thought quite well about it, and they wanted to make a combination of both in one pedal, but smaller and with a much cooler design. So I hope you liked this video, and yeah, subscribe for more. Leave some comments, what do you think, what's your favorite pedal, and tell me what you would like to see next.